Hey, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to welcome all of my new followers to this channel. My name is Daryl Keith. Obviously, I am a massive Springbok supporter based here in Denton, Texas, USA. You can look it up, Denton, if you want to see where I live. And go through some of my videos. You get to see a bit of my background. I also have a YouTube page of my own, the Fairweather Rugby Fan, and I'm also a member of a group that you'll see pinned, CBR, if you want to hear me talking about domestic rugby here in the US or anything else. But thank you guys for the new subscribers. I know you guys, a lot of you guys have added me so you can watch Chasing the Sun Season 2, and I'm glad that everybody's able to enjoy it. But I wanted to talk about something today. And that is what this man has done for this emblem, for this name, and for a whole in the world of rugby. Now, I have a lot of discussions with a lot of older rugby fans. I'm in my early 40s about what this man has done for the game of rugby and for the people of South Africa. But before we get to that, we got to kind of take a step back in time to a really ugly place. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we've got to go back to 2017, right before my birthday. My birthday's on the 22nd. This was on the 16th. And this is where the name the Fairweather Rugby Fan was born, was in this game. The fact that I saw so many Springbok fans give up on the team at this point. And, you know, much like everyone else, I blamed this man squarely, Alistair Coetzee, for the failures of the team, and I didn't know where we could go. We were pretty much at our lowest point, and then almost like a savior in the night, we get this gentleman in at the helm, and we get Rassie Erasmus, and he comes in, and with the mentality that we're going to win the World Cup in 2019. Now, nobody picked him. And I'm not even going to sit here in front like I picked him. I didn't even pick the Boks to win in 2019. But I knew we were moving in the right direction. We win the 2019 Cup. He steps down. Jock Niedeber comes in. He decides to be director of rugby for all of South Africa. Now, we need to talk about some things that were a little weird also around that same time. And it was the bloody word we don't want to say, but we've got to say it. The quota system. We hated it. We didn't agree with it. And I think some people, especially of the Afrikaans ilk like myself, we kind of felt like it was what was killing the team. And the reality was that wasn't what it was. And it took Rassie coming in and naming Siya Kolisi. And we knew when this gentleman stepped out onto the pitch, we've all seen the host commentary going with it, what this meant for a large population in South Africa. And for me, having been a Stormers fan, I only felt it was right. I thought he was a great leader, but we needed something. There just wasn't quite right. And I feel like the appointment of Siya was the lighting of a powder keg for the whole of South Africa and rugby in general. Because now we can say Siya came from nothing. Born, his dad dumps him off at grandma. He's eating meals at school, and that's it. He's playing with bricks as a kid for toys. And if that guy can accomplish it, anybody can accomplish it. And it all of a sudden took rugby as being, hey, still predominantly a Caucasian white sport, to being everyone's sport. Now, every kid in South Africa can look at the Springboks and see themselves, not just me, you know. And I think that's the magic of what he did for this team, was he made this team a spitting image of the South African people, whether you're blue-eyed and fair-skinned like myself, or you're from the Eastern Cape, or whatever. You can look at the Springboks and see yourself. Like, I personally was able to look at somebody like Dwayne Vermeulen or Frans Maherba and see myself in those guys, and see guys that, like, Dwayne, especially, you'll hear me talk about him in videos all the time. He moved around a lot. Rugby was the way he made friends. And sport has a way of doing that. And I feel like with the direction that the team is moving in, it's almost as if, and I don't want to compare it because nothing can compare to the great words of Madiba. Okay? Nothing can, but I feel like Rassie's taking that and he's going with it. He's giving you hope where there was only despair. We have elections coming up. You have elections. I live in the US. You have elections coming up. This is a time where you've got to rally around and have hope for a better tomorrow. And I think with the Springbok victory, obviously, Dricus du Plessis has a UFC victory. I don't follow the UFC, but of course, obviously, very proud that he won. But it's almost like it's a magical time. And you've got a guy out here. You've got guys like Sia Kulisi in France just saying how much he loves the South African people. Like, look, I live here in America now. Is South Africa perfect? No, but the people are so great. You have so much culture, everything from the Cape to Pretoria to Joburg. I have not made it to the KZN yet, so I'm sorry I don't have anything to say, or to the Eastern Cape. But there's just so much culture, and it's such a powder keg. And when you look at the team, you see South Africa now. It's no longer, oh, well, I just see some white guys, some colored guys, and that's it. No, you see the whole of South Africa now. And I think that's what Rassie has done. He's given hope to people that, hey, if these guys, this ragtag mob, can go out there and put all the doubters to sleep, so can South Africa. So can South Africa. So this is how I feel about the whole thing. I feel like Rassie is... he's thinking in another dimension. He's thinking 10 years from now. You're already seeing the changes. You're seeing the new kids that are coming up. It's no longer kids from the Western Cape, Pretoria, or Joburg. They're coming from everywhere now. And I think with that being said, South African rugby is in the best place it's ever been, in my opinion. This is bigger than 95. This is bigger than 07. This is bigger than 2019. And I think going forward, this is bigger than 2023. This team is giving you something to believe in. It's giving people who are downtrodden and life. Like, look, I live in America. I get that. It's not as big of a struggle here. But one of my favorite music lyrics is from the band Ramallah. And some of us were lost, some of us were found, and some of us were beaten by life to the ground. And I've been beaten by life to the ground. And here I am. I have a team to believe in, and my life is on the move. I'm getting married this summer. It's great. They give you something to believe in. This emblem is something for you to believe in. And that's why I'm a Springbok supporter. It's in my blood. The flag is... if I can pull my sleeve up here. Yes, I have the South African flag tattooed on my body. This team is me. This team is me. And this team is a lot of other people as well. Thanks for the support, guys.